Hi and welcome to this week's Yoga for Mental Health and Relaxation. My name's Andy. I'm going to be taking us through our flow. I'm very pleased to be doing this video as part of the Disability History Month along with the University of Bradford. For our practice today, I'm going to be using a chair. So if you've got one like this, or if you're on your bed and you can go to the corner of a bed or your corner of your sofa just so we can work on your posture, then that will all suffice. I haven't got any water with me because it's a very gentle chair flow yoga today. So for myself, I'm not going to need any. If you need any, you go and grab yourself some. I'm in my relaxing clothes and it's a little bit chilly today, so I've got my hat on. So be comfortable, okay? Shall we begin? Okay, so I'm just going to begin with finding the centre. So I'm going to do this one standing up. I could do it in the chair, but I just want you to be aware of what we're looking to do. So it's to do with our posture. So finding my centre, I want to tip my tailbone, bone, I should say. Stick my tailbone out, so my bum does extend away, and then I want to tuck my tailbone under. So that would give me two ranges, and my centre is in the middle of those two ranges. Lovely, so I've got that there. So when I take a seat down, I can do the same thing on my chair, just by sliding my bum and tailbone back and then sliding it forward and then just drop it into the middle. So that's my centre. So although I've got some support on the back of my chair, I don't really want to use that. I want my muscles of my abdominals and my lower back to start to engage and to work. Okay? So I found my centre. Now what I'm going to do, I haven't got one on here, so I've got my zip up. It's a metaphoric zip that I'm just zipping up, which just allows my posture to rise while I'm relaxing my shoulders. So now we're into it. This is part of our warm-up, so it's not an intense warm-up in yoga, but it's just about getting everything right and getting everything in harmony before we begin. So I've found my centre, I've zipped up, and now what I'm going to do is just start to activate various muscles. So I'm just going to start by elevating my shoulders, holding and releasing. Elevate the shoulders, hold and release. So now I'm going to let my arms just lie beside me as I rotate my shoulder blades in, hold and release. So when I release, I still want to be thinking about that zip up posture. Release. Now I want to draw in my abdominals, so bring the belly button towards the spine, hold and release. Belly button towards the spine, hold and release. So keep nice and tall, hold, release. Belly button to spine, hold, release. So I'm just going to make a couple of fists. Then I'm going to squeeze arms, hold and release. Squeeze, hold. So hopefully by now the breath's already nice and calm. And then we're just going to turn our attention to the breath. Just being aware of our breathing in and our breathing out. We don't have to be synchronized. Okay, so if you're able to, let's extend the legs out in front, and then when you're ready, toes up towards the sky, squeeze thigh to bone, release, allow the heels to lower to the floor. Extend, toes to sky, squeeze, release. We're still thinking about our breathing. Squeeze, hold, release. Squeeze, hold. Okay, so we're just going to try and put that all together. So shoulder blades towards each other, elevate, abdomen, arms, legs, squeeze, hold, release. Stay tall but allow the body to relax. Shoulders, shoulder blades, abdomen, arms, legs, squeeze, hold, release. Shoulders, shoulder blades, abdomen, arms, legs, squeeze, hold, release. Just one more like that. Shoulders, shoulder blades, abdomen, arms, hold, release. So I already feel a little bit more relaxed, so I'm just going to keep my eyes closed now and just really just focus just on my breath now. Just focus on my breathing in and my breathing out. I'm just trying to set some distance between the in-breath and the out-breath. And while I just set my intention for this practice. Now at this point we might already be nice and relaxed, and that might be all we need for today. You can come back to this section at any time. So I'm just grateful today that I'm allowing myself this time just to relax and unwind. And you can either keep your eyes closed or open your eyes. It's up to you. It's your practice, so it's your choice. Okay, so we should feel nice and relaxed and ready to move on. Okay, let's move on to our seated cow. So like in the beginning when we was trying to find our centre point, I'm just going to come sideways on, so hopefully you'll be able to see the movement of my body. So from this centre point, I want to take my tailbone backwards behind me, lengthen up through my spine. If it's comfortable, just take a glance up to the sky. Then slowly start to tuck the chin down towards the chest, tuck the tailbone under, draw the belly button into the spine so we have that hollowing of the spine. And then return. So lengthen, take the tailbone away from us. So we should start to feel at this stage the lengthening of the spine. . Chin towards the chest, tuck the tailbone under. Lovely. So don't feel that you have to extend the head up towards the ceiling. That's your choice. So wherever's comfortable for you, if you need to keep your head looking forward, you can. And you can start just to work the breath into the movement. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. You don't have to be synchronized, match it to your breath. If I give you the front, I don't know how much you'll pick up from me doing it front and forwards. Now if we find our centre again, do we need to zip up? Relax the shoulders. As we go into our rotation, so we're just going to start just by taking the elbows underneath the shoulders. We're just going to spiral rotate to start with. The main thing is just go to wherever's comfortable for now. As we work within our breath later on, we can look at potentially increasing how far we rotate the body. Keep our legs still, knees and hips just facing forward. Lovely. Now if we place both hands across one leg, then just rotate the same direction as the legs, but have your hands on it. Come back to the middle, and then change sides. So we're just looking at the first instance, however far is comfortable for you. If we come back into the middle, this time we're going to control the movement with our breath and start by extending the arms above the head. So breathe in. As we breathe out, lower the arms to one side. Breathe in. Breathe out. If we take a couple of breaths, what we want now is that slow hold at each side. So you might have to hold for 1 or 2 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So we're going to just add another little move onto this. So breathe in, extend the arms. Breathe out, hands on. Hold. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out, gently push the knee onto the hand and then resist. Breathe in. Release the resistance, breathe out. Breathe in, arms. Breathe out, rotate. Breathe in. Breathe out, push against the hand resists, so we're creating some tension here. Breathe out, push, push, push. Breathe in. Breathe out, relax. Breathe in, arms. Shoulders, let them drop down. Breathe out, rotate. So the idea of the resistance is to allow the muscles to contract. So breathe out, resist. Push, push, push. Resist. Breathe in, relax. Breathe out, try and rotate a little bit further. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out, resist, resist, stay tall, zip. Breathe in, cease pushing. Breathe out, rotate. Slowly back to the centre. Lovely. So then if we just go back to that spinal rotation, what we should find now is just from a couple of minutes of just focusing our breath and activating muscles, we should feel that our mobility of the spine is actually increased. Okay? If it doesn't feel like that, that's no problem. It is you, and as long as you feel a little bit less stressed, a little bit more calm, and the practice is all worth it. So, let's finish with a chair fold. So bring the arms up. Actually, I might just come side on so you can just get a glance at how it's going to work. So, centre, zip, raise the arms. Now as we do our chair fold, keep the back nice and flat. So the back stays nice and flat. Soften the gaze. Hold, breathe. 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 Hands or elbows onto the thighs. Keep the back flat for now. And then release down. Chest towards the knees, just wherever's comfortable. And just draw the belly button in towards the spine. And then just slowly curl up. Okay, I'll give you one more from the side. So, breathe. Tip from the hip, fold down, soften the gaze. hold. A couple of breaths here. Hands or elbows onto the thigh, keeping the back flat, first of all. And then relax, chin towards the chest, chest towards the knees. Doesn't matter if they don't touch the knees. Draw the belly button in towards the spine, slowly roll up. So I'll show you what it looks like from the front. If it's too intense to have the arms straight up, you can just raise the arms to the front, or you can just leave them beside you. What we really want to focus on is bracing, drawing the belly button to the spine, and keeping the back flat. So, breathe in. Breathe out. Take a couple of breaths. Hands or elbows to knee, keep the back flat still. Soften the gaze. Chin to chest, knees to thighs. Relax. Couple of breaths. Belly button towards the thighs. Belly button towards the spine. Roll up. And again, breathe. So if you need additional breaths, take additional breaths rather than speed up. Keep the movement nice and controlled. Nice flat back. If you need to have the hands in a different place to relieve some tension from your shoulders. Belly button towards spine, slowly up. And you can give yourself a little hand to come up by just putting the hands on the thighs and just pushing through the hands. Lovely. Come back to centre. Zip up. Lovely. Very well done. If it's more comfortable, just close your eyes. And let's just spend a moment focusing on our breath. If you take your hands just to cover your eyes if they're closed, then open your eyes with your hands still there. And just let a little bit of light through, so we have some soft streams of light. Before releasing the hands down. So hopefully you've enjoyed that practice. You could come back to any of those elements, whether it's just focusing on your breath or doing some of the postures at any time. Don't have to do the full session. You could do bits, whatever you need, depending on the time of day and how you're feeling. Okay? Thank you for joining. See you soon.